Hey all, it's Dinosaur here, and we're reviewing quickly the second episode in Catfish by MTV. Same premise as before. They're looking for true love through online sensation or online communications, and I was looking at it and wondering, just wow, this is real. This is Saga Person. Now, I have to say, so far I'm not impressed with the intelligence level of some of these people, but I'm not surprised either because they'll say anything to do to get on MTV. Um, but basically, the story, and it's kind of a funny story on that, is you had both two exotic dancers, one male, one female. Um, and the male, the one, his name is Scorpio, and the other girl, I don't know her name here, but she well, fell in love with this guy, and she felt she had a real connection because she was an exotic dancer, aka stripper, and he was an exotic dancer, aka male stripper. Um, and she's like picturing the abs and everything. And what happened was is that she contacted the Catfish guys again, asked her to go see or help her find this guy. Well, they start digging through their files and trying to search for this guy, and they actually got him on the phone for a moment where they said, "Hey, it's just Larry Drummer, I believe it was. Larry Drummer." And he's like, "Yeah, this is Larry Drummer." And he's like, "Well, hi, I'm a friend of so-and-so, and she'd like to meet you." And he's like, "Oh, no problem. No, no." And then he's like, "Well, how many kids do you have?" He's like, "4." I mean, personally, I think it's amazing he's releasing all this information. If someone called me that, I'm like, "Who the hell are you? I don't care who you say who my friend is. You don't click. I mean, just use some common sense here." But it's not how things work, I guess. So, anyway, they go on and they try to find on. They find out he's been all over the state and he recently moved, and the girl did not know he moved, and he's like, "Well, I really care about her." But he says, "Well, obviously you have some other relationships because you have 4 kids." And so, and then what happens? The girl, and this makes things so the girl's like, "Oh my, I can't believe he has all these kids. Oh, so but I still want to meet him." So they're like, it's like these Catfish guys go there and to watch this. It's like a train wreck. Whew, I don't know why I'm so tired. It's like a train wreck. Watching it, waiting for it to happen. It's going to happen. You're just like, wow, really? So they track this guy down, and then they take her out to meet this guy, and she's like, "I'm so nervous." It's a usual thing. I'm just so nervous on that. Um, and then she goes, they bring him out, and they knock on the door, and they find out it's a completely different dude. And he's like, "Well, yeah." He says, "Yeah, I know that guy who took the picture. He's a friend of mine, and he allowed me to take pictures to put it up." He's like, "But everything else I said was real. I don't have no six-pack abs, but everything else was real, you know." And the girl meets him, and she's like stunned because she looks like a fool, and he's going, "Oh wow, I mean, you're cute and all that," but he's like 32. He's like, "How old are you?" And he's like, "32," and she's like, "I'm 24," and I'm just like, okay, whatever. I don't see how what a big deal that is. That's personally, but the guy was kind of a big slob. He didn't know what he was doing. He's like, "Oh yeah, everything is so real." I mean, the guy just got lying. So they told the girl, "Take some time away, just go away for a little bit." And they're like, "Well, look, you lied about your profile, you lied about this, and now she's here, and now she sees this. You have to understand." He says, "Tell you what, I'm gonna leave with her. We'll call you later and all that." course, she's like, I'm gone, I'm out of here. And then she just leaves and probably never talks to him again. You know, here's the thing though. This guy, this is, I expected it because this guy is probably a lonely guy, probably does it for kids, you know, he was just doing it, little spice things up a little bit. And, well, as the saying goes, you call down thunder, it might come. Ooh, excuse me. And then you call down the thunder and you may get it. And what happened here is that's exactly what he did. He's like, I'm badass, I'm here. Well, bang. Here's the thunder. Now what? And he's like, I don't know. You know, so he you know, I will say the badass thing is he kept trying to hit on her anyway, even though he was caught lying. He's like, I'm such a badass, which is kind of ballsy on his end. But then they were like getting in the car. She says, you don't understand how many times I've seen people taking advantage of situations like this, how they were tricked to by people, how they were lied to by people. And she was like, I know. And the catfish guys are trying to point something out, that it is very easy to be lied to by these people. These online profiles. I mean, I've used the phrase, they're profiles for cowards, and that the reason being is that, especially today in high school, jeez, I'm just glad the internet didn't exist when I was in high school, but it's so ruthless, so fast, there's nothing you can do about it. And especially the whole, like, you could become popular one minute, nothing the next, overnight. And you wouldn't even know and that's how kind of fast it runs now, and until it's too late. Now, you know, think about it just a minute. Here's this online couple. I mean, this is no different than some people trying to solicit dates and here. Now, there's been other shows about this on that. There was one show where the Boondocks talked about, like, how the main character, yes, it's cartoon, but the main character tried to do online dating, and everyone who showed up were like, yeah, this may have been you 20 years ago. Not now. And that's unfortunate. And you have to think about it. It's like, so beware in online dating again, because this was just like the last episode, where it's like you had a very naive person believed everything she was told on the internet, then she found out it was a lie, and then she didn't know what to do with it. I mean, I really don't know where this said where everything on the internet is credible. Now, here's a thought for everyone on that. In colleges, on that, and I'll just say this, they teach sources of credible information, and they teach this so when you cite sources of information, people can function and put in correct data or honest data that could help contribute to society or to the report or whatever. Examples of credible sources would be such as National Geographic, .gov sites, .edu sites, very credible information, usually the most of the time. Wikipedia is not considered a credible source because everyone and their mother can modify it unless the page is locked. Okay, that is the truth about Wikipedia. Anyone can modify. I've seen a modified page. There was a page about Bugs Bunny and how he was a murderer on that rapist, and that's why he's currently serving time in Alcatraz. And that's the reason being is that there was an episode of him being in Alcatraz, of the character. Okay, and so when I see this thing catfish, I see, like, first of all, I'm a stripper. He doesn't Skype. We just talk on the phone and everything. you know, come on, put one on one together. The dude either can't do it, and if he's so resistant to see you, why bother your time? Just assess the situation and facts before you make a rash decision. Anyway, this is Dinosaur. I know this is going to be a short one because really there was nothing in this episode really worthwhile even mentioning at all. And that's just unfortunate, but it does show another example of just general stupidity of internet people. I mean, here, like, if you ever get an email that says you've won the lottery from X country, I guarantee you probably haven't won. Anyways, Dinosaur, I'll talk to you all later.